Hey guys! So I thought I'd come on vlog style because you guys seem to like my vlogs, and even though I'm not in the car for the first time in forever, I thought I'd do like a get ready with me chit chat kind of video because I'm going out tonight to go see Puddle's Pity Party with my in-laws, and yeah, so I have to get ready, so I figured I'd just turn on the camera and we can just chat. So I want to talk about the time that I did Chevy Chase's makeup. I feel like there's probably a lot of people on this channel who don't know who Chevy Chase is. He was like on top of the world and like, I don't know, don't fact check me, but I feel like the 80s and 90s. So I'm just gonna go in with like a bunch of products. I'm not actually gonna be telling you about anything. I'm just gonna be like kind of doing it. So let's just get into this. So in the old salon that I used to work at, there was like a local magazine company who wanted them to do the hair and makeup for Janie Chase, who is Chevy Chase's wife. The owner of the salon was going to do the hair, and the colors that I worked under, who I mentioned in a vlog recently, the colors that like took me under the wing, she like went into the owner and was like, Erika does makeup, like you guys should use somebody who actually works here and have her do the makeup for this. They were like, okay, yeah, fine, whatever. So no, I was like just the assistant, but like I'm sure they knew I did makeup, but they just wanted to hire somebody else because you know if you're in the industry the way assistants get treated, and it's not very nice. So anyway, so I had the opportunity to go do Chevy Chase's makeup and his wife. I'm using a Too Faced chocolate palette. It smells so good. When you go to put it on your face, it smells so good. I mean, it wears away like very quickly, but it really does smell good. Anyway, that's the extent of what I'm going to be telling you about my makeup. It was in New York City, and it was at a hotel. And I remember I got there before the owner did to do the hair, and I got there to do the makeup, and I was in the lobby, and they were like, okay, yeah, she'll come down, meaning Chevy Chase's wife. Her name is Janie. So I went to the bathroom, and when I came out of the stall, she was there, and she was like, oh, hi, just wanted to know if you have any all-natural eyeliner. And I didn't, so I told her no. And she's like, okay, I'll just use my eyeliner, like no big deal. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I could use your eyeliner for you, like put it on your face for you, that's fine. So she goes her way, you know, I finish up in the bathroom and I go my way. And like looking back, I was like 23 at the time. Looking back, I feel like you don't realize the opportunities that you're getting in life because you kind of expect it because you're young, and you know, and young isn't based on like your age. Young is based on like mentally who you are, right? Like you could be 100 and still be mentally very young. So I was very, very young at this time, and so I didn't appreciate, or I didn't understand what's the word I'm looking for? I didn't understand like how cool this is. You know what I mean? Like how awesome this is. So I didn't do any research prior to this because why would I? So I didn't realize that the whole article that we were doing for Janie Chase was about how she's like huge into like the environment and everything like that. Having known that, today I would have got eyeliner and all makeup that was all natural. Having known that then, I didn't know it then, but even if I did know, it wouldn't have mattered because I was just didn't really care. I wasn't like focused on my career, or like I didn't think like this could launch me into like something, you know, whatever. Which it obviously didn't, because I'm doing a YouTube video now and I'm trying to throw Chevy Chase's name around to try to get some views. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. So we get to the hotel and her eyeliner is already on, and I'm like, damn it. Like I wanted to do her eyeliner because eyeliner is a big deal, believe it or not. Like you could apply eyeliner wrong. And I'm not saying she applied it wrong. I'm just saying I wish that I could have done that. And so we did her makeup and he did her hair, you know, the owner of the salon. And then she was like, okay, well, you know, be quiet because he's sleeping. He's really tired, like whatever, meaning Chevy Chase. So then eventually we like get in the room and like, you know, it's for a photo shoot. So I'm like pretend doing makeup on him because like, what am I really doing? Like, I'm not his makeup artist. I don't know what kind of makeup they put on him. So I'm just like trying not to be annoying. I'm trying not to be like starstruck because I'm not that kind of person. Like I don't get like starstruck over people. I just feel like these are just people who have jobs that are different than our jobs, right? Like that's just how I feel. You guys might feel differently. So I wasn't like annoying or overly talking. The owner of the salon, however, was very annoying to them. And she actually talked about it on her Facebook after the shoot came out. She was like, yeah, the hair guy was like really annoying. But anyway, not to like throw anybody's, you know, name under the bus. But I made sure I wasn't that person, which I'm really happy that I did that because I was, as I said, very young then. So I'm glad I even knew enough to not be that kind of person, you know? Today, when I tell people I did Chevy Chase's makeup, they're like, oh, he's kind of an a-hole. And I'm like, no, he wasn't. Like, he wasn't to me, but I don't know, maybe he is like that to people who annoy him. I'm not sure. Or maybe you just expect more out of people, even though they're just people. Like, people have off days, people have good days. Like, they're just people, right? So anyway, so he wasn't an a-hole to me, but I was kind of scared to meet him for, like, one reason, because she was like, don't, you know, wake the sleeping giant, because he was, like, sleeping. And the other reason is because he's fucking Chevy Chase, man. Like, are you kidding me? So, yeah, I don't think I realized how actually tall he is. He's in the video, You Can Call Me Al, or whatever that song is, a song that I freaking love. It's like one of my favorite songs. And he's like super tall, but I just thought he looked super tall because he's next to Simon from Simon and Garfunkel. And I'm like, oh, because he's short, you know? But like, no, he's fucking tall. He's really, really tall, like huge. And then we have to go over to where the photographer was. So we get in the elevator, and like the owner of the salon that I was at was like, yapping everybody's ear off in the elevator, and I literally didn't say 2 words. I really wanted to say Nothing But Trouble is my favorite movie, but I didn't. I just held my tongue. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to treat him like how he probably always gets treated. Who treats him like an actual human? Probably nobody. Everybody probably just treats him like a celebrity. And so I'm sure he was tired from his interviews, tired from all this stuff, doing this for his wife because, you know, he probably wanted to help her with what she has going on. My husband just got home, so I'm gonna get awkward in front of the camera. So I didn't really say 2 words to him at all. Joey?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, I'm filming a vlog.
Okay.
While I'm getting ready.
Okay.
The pups just ate.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.
All right, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna shut this door. You can come in at any time. So anyway, so I forgot where I was with the story. So we get in the elevator. I didn't say anything, and we're in New York City, so you know it's like busy. I was like behind everybody. So like the owner of the salon that I used to work in, and Janie Chase were like chatting it up, but really it was a one-sided conversation. The owner was chatting, and like she was just kind of like had to be there. Like you're kind of stuck at that point, right? Chevy Chase was like kind of behind them, and I was behind him, just kind of like rolling my bag, like just kind of like being like, yeah, whatever, no big deal. We go to cross the street in New York City, and he's very tall. He has like a big presence, and he just stands in the street, and he just stops traffic, and he like lets me cross. And I was like, oh. Did that really just happen? I don't think I appreciated it as much then as I do now. Like looking back, I'm like, did that really happen? Did he really stop traffic for me? Did he really like stand in the middle of the road so that I can, little old me? So anyway, I had already left the salon by the time the magazine came out. The pictures wound up being in black and white, which at the time I was like, oh, I wish the photographer told me, because then I would have done the hair and makeup different and blah, blah. And it's like, no, I wouldn't have. I was just being annoying. I was just being that person who, you know, nothing's ever good enough, and you're insecure with your own work, and you're like, oh, I would have done things different. It's like, in reality, I would not have done things different. But she's a beautiful woman, and, you know, it wound up being really cool. And hey, it's a cool story to tell about 10 years later. I'm doing a YouTube video now, and I'm trying to throw Chevy Chase's name around to try to get some views. That story was way faster than I did my makeup. So, you guys want to hear another story about that magazine? I'll tell you guys. The magazine came out, and this was right around the time that my brother-in-law was proposing to my sister. And so we went to the jewelry store to pick out the ring, because me and my sister were like inseparable at this point. Like we were literally best friends. So he's like, who better to pick out the ring than her sister, who she's best friends with, right? And it also helped that I used to work in a jewelry store. Prior to all this, my first job out of, you know, or while I was still in high school, I should say, was working in a jewelry store. So I went with him to go pick out the ring. So we go to this place, we're picking out the ring, and he had it like custom done. But, you know, you look at bands and you look at like the setting and everything like that, you could see carat weight. So my brother-in-law asked, he's like, what's the carat weight on this? So I took the ring and I told him what the carat weight was. And then the guy working behind the counter took it and was like, how did you know that? And I was like, oh, I used to work in a jewelry store. I could just read the carat weight. And he's like, there are people who have been working here for forever and they don't know how to read the carat weight. He's like, do you want a job here? And I was like, oh, maybe. Like, I didn't know what to say. I had just left the other job. I was kind of like in between jobs at the time. I mean, I had a job, but like it wasn't like anything permanent. And I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe. So he's like, I'm gonna give you my information. If you want a job here, like, you let me know. And then all of a sudden I look over at their sitting area, because it was like a really nice jewelry store. And I look over at the sitting area, and the issue of the time I did Chevy Chase and his wife's makeup was sitting there, and I was like, oh my God, I did the makeup for this. And he's like, why are you saying that you might want to work here when you did Chevy Chase's makeup? Why would you even be entertaining this idea? You know what I mean? I'm doing a YouTube video now, and I'm trying to throw Chevy Chase's name around to try to get some views. And I was like, oh, I don't know. But anyway, so that's the story. I'm going to talk about this. This is the Burberry foundation. It is in Rosy Nude. I really am not a huge fan of it. It's very, very sheer. I'm just going to like start yapping about this. It's very sheer, and you have to like apply 2 layers of it. So like the first one is just like a regular sheer layer. Like you could see it's not even covering all my redness. And then you have to like apply another layer of it afterwards. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think for the price, like they should have figured it out. All right, I'm actually gonna shut the camera off and finish my makeup because I have nothing else to talk about right now. And I don't want this to get too awkward. So I'm gonna shut off the camera and I will be back at the end to show you my finished look. Bye guys. So literally running out the door, but I figured I'd film before I went. You guys can see my makeup. And my hair, it's been like 4 days since I washed my hair. And then here's my outfit with my high boots. The lighting is not that great, so sorry. Okay, bye.